So you ready? Let's talk sports tonight. Int'l Monday joins us in the studio. Int'l, it's been quite some time. Good to have you on sports tonight.
In football parlance, they say a player has been kept out on the sideline by a hamstring injury. And it does look like that recurring hamstring injury kept me out for some weeks. But great to be back. It's absolutely wonderful to be back on the show today. That's and also, I can tell you for free that some Liverpool fans are beginning to book their tickets to Kiev. I'm sure they were telling the guy arranging the ticket, just hold on. I'll tell you when to please click the final button. And it looks like Liverpool will be safely through into the final of the Champions League. And it is quite amazing what a run they've had this season. And when you remember that in 2005, Michael Owen left Liverpool and wanted to go win the trophies, wanted to win the Champions League. The season he left Liverpool won the season after. Now, Coutinho, what a football player, what a terrific individual. Barca left Liverpool. I don't think he wanted to go win the Champions League because clearly he knew he was not going to participate because it was clearly cup-tied. But it does look like Liverpool are going to have something to say about the winners of the Champions League this season. And it's quite a sensational season for them.
Yeah, sensational season. And that's football for us. It rewrites the story. When you want to say it this way, it says, no, I'm taking you that way. AS Roma, before this match, they said they're coming for a fight. Liverpool fans went to social media and said, we're coming to Rome just to shake hands, to say thank you for taking us to the final of the UEFA Champions League. That's what football does. It changes the narratives. We'll continue to monitor what's going on right there at the Stadio Olimpico, the second leg semi-final match of the UEFA Champions League between AS Roma and Liverpool Football Club of England. Right now it's 2-2, but 7-4 on aggregate. So if you're a Liverpool fan, you don't want to hear the 2-2. You say aggregates, give me aggregate, because the first leg ended 5-2 at Anfield. So that's the story. We'll get back to it when we get updates. Let's let you know that the screening for the Lagos Preliminaries of the Channels International Kids Cup has been concluded. The technical committee cleared 32 schools that will take part in this year's Lagos Preliminaries. What's the objective? They need 2 schools from Lagos State that will represent the state at the international final. So that was the screening process right there, led by the vice chairman of the Lagos State Football Association, Mr. Tade Aziz. I see Mr. Dum Nodi Okonta, Shade Johnson of LSFA also, Mr. Ken Ochanogo, and Mr. Olu Akapo. These guys, what they do, they take a look at the entries one after the other. They examine, they re-examine, screen on the screen again, looked at the screen, going back to paper in your bong. And because at this stage, if you get it right, it stays right.
Absolutely, Austin. The process is quite very thorough, and you've got to give the technical committee great credit, because we always want things to be done the right way. We always want things to be done thoroughly. And at this level, we're talking grassroots level, we're talking this level of football.
That's right.
The kids have got to understand that the trajectory of doing things right has got to start from this age. It has to go from down to top. And it's great to see the sheer commitment they put into ensuring that we do not want to hear things like age cheating. We do not want to hear some discrepancy, things that are capable of bringing the beautiful game into disrepute. So it's quite thorough. I love what I'm seeing, Austin, and it's great stuff. And you've got to give channels credit, Austin, to be able to maintain that level of consistency, that standard of doing these things yearly. It's great stuff.
It's great stuff, I must admit. And for all those schools that didn't make it to the Lagos Preliminaries this year, I must let you know it was a difficult process for the Lagos, for the technical committee. We got over 100 entries. I would like to have everybody, but hey, we need just 2 schools, and so we've gotten 32 that will be, divided into 2 groups and play from 2 centers. So we couldn't take everybody. We would have loved to get everybody come play the Lagos Preliminaries. We're getting those emails now. Oh, you didn't take my school. So that next time, because next year is not far away. When you get into that portal, look at the rules and regulations. Read it and read it again, and then make sure that while you're see, forms can be really confusing. So you need to give it 100% attention. Some schools didn't register the total amount of players needed. Some schools, they even put their addresses. If you don't have your address on your form, how are you going to be contacted? No contact details of your sports official and all of that. So technical committee just looked at all of that. But majority of the schools that weren't picked was because of age. Yes, because this competition is for boys under the ages of 13. And we also said they must be in primary school. The same school team, not an all-star team. So when we see a group of schools, so you go to school A, pick 5, school B, pick 4, go to school 3 and pick another 2. No, we want kids from the same school. So I'll just run through once again, so just in case you don't know. You see the 32 schools that were screened for the Lagos preliminaries. The draw ceremony will be done on Friday, time 10 a.m. The venue is Channels TV headquarters. So let's keep to that time. The draw ceremony will hold on Friday. That's May the 5th. Yeah, May the 5th. We're going to have the draw ceremony, and then May the 4th. And then we're going to have the Lagos preliminaries start from the 7th and run till the 11th. So if we have that list, I'll just run through it. You know the guys from last year's final, Ex-Planter Primary School from Ikorodu. And shout out to the schools in Ikorodu for having so much love and confidence for the Channels International Kids Cup. So we got loads of entries from Ikorodu. So that's still Ex-Planter leading the pack there. There's Talaudin Nursery Primary School, Ikorodu Agboyi Primary School, K2, Abino Molulu Primary School, Surulere, St. Jude's Private School, Festac Town, Methodist Nursery Primary School, Infant Jesus Primary School at Jegunle, Okefako Primary School, Bagada is also in the mix. Green Haven Montessori School is sharing us. These guys are already preparing. They won a match last year. They said this year they are coming for the finals. Yes, so they are getting ready. We'll soon show you pictures of Green Haven. Akoka Primary School, Akoka Straight Gate School, Magodo, Zumratul, Islamia Primary School, Ikorodu, Gem Private School, Omole Phase 1, and Army Children's School at Bulegba. The 32 schools that were screened for the Lagos preliminaries also have Maryland Convent Primary School, Maryland. Do you know that the second vice president of the Nigeria Football Federation, Sheyi Akewumi, that's his primary school? Yeah, and he says he's rooting for them all the way. Let's see what they can do this year. Lagos State Model Primary School, Badore, Naowa Primary School, Ikeja Military Cantonment, Dunman Schools at Jegunle, Community Primary School in Motai Ikorodu, Inner City Mission Primary School, Oregon in Ikeja, and Bowles International School, Ikpaja. Troika School, Lekki. Well, so much love from Troika last year. They came with the band. They were singing, cheering. They came with their cheerleaders. We want to see more from Troika this year. St. Bernadette Schools, Ikpaja. Okay, Shagun Primary School at Limosho. St. Paul Catholic Primary School at Papa Road. United Native of Africa Primary School, Ikorodu. Islamic Model Primary School, Mushi. Unifrance School, Ikorodu. Unifrance also has been part of this competition for quite some time. Mainland Model Primary School, Mushi. Supreme Education Foundation Schools, Magodo, and then St. Paul's Anglican. The school at the time, Afolabi Yusuf was in this school. We discovered him, he was just 8 years old that time. He was a superstar. We made him a mega superstar. Oye Primary School, Mushi, completes the list of cleared schools for the Lagos preliminaries. And we love it so much. We love the fact that in your bank, you see, each time we talk about these things, we really don't understand how valuable it is. You start knowing maybe 5, 6, 10 years from now when some of these guys become actual talents, and you know you can confidently say, I know how this guy started.
Austin, when in 10 years we'll talk about the development of Nigerian football, you cannot look beyond the Channels Kids International Cup. And because you look at these youngsters, and I was looking at some of the footage yesterday, the advertorials on TV, and I see the passion. Last year I was in the final, and I saw these kids crying. I saw the passion that they put into this competition, the disappointment, the emotions, and I tell you, the development of Nigerian football in another 10, 15 years will not be complete if we don't talk about this competition, because yearly you're giving youngsters hope at a very tender age, because since we do not have those top-class academies like the Liverpools, the Manchester Uniteds, now this is discovering these young players and giving them a platform to be able to express themselves. Because one thing we talk about our football that we do not bring into context is the fact that you expose these children at a competitive level to play in front of a mammoth crowd. That's that exposure, that experience.
So you put some confidence.
Some measure of confidence for a child of 12, 13 to be able to play. I was at the final, and Boston, the Lagos Island Stadium was absolutely jam-packed.
Yeah.
And then you see young stars playing with so much confidence in front of these people. Yeah. It's not... You can't talk about a better foundation for these young stars because they will leave this competition, whether they win or they do not win, they will leave this competition thinking, I want to play at Old Trafford, I want to play at the Bernabeu, I want to play football professionally. I enjoy this game. I love what is happening, and it's great stuff, Austin. It's just amazing.
Amazing. And we give them an opportunity to learn some life lessons, how to be truthful, how to have integrity, how to have good team spirit, bond. A guy from Jigawa came all the way to Lagos, made friends from Kwara, from Ogun State, even Benin Republic and Ghana. I love this. Let's go on this break. When we come back, we'll tell you what's going on at the Stadio Olimpico and talk about the Africa mini football tournament. Don't go anywhere. Stay.